Chip and I are aware that there's a lot more to this story, and we think it's going to get straightened out.
Let me express my extreme disappointment with you, Mr. Poole. You are on bond for an evading arrest, a criminal mischief. You've picked up an aggravated assault of a family member and now a terroristic threat.
Right out of the gate, the judge is laying the foundation, and it's brutal. Notice the pattern here: multiple cases, escalating charges, and all while already out on bond. In the courtroom, patterns matter. And this one, it screams risk.
We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. Shh. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The defendant is the complainant's ex-boyfriend. During a walk-in report, the complainant told the officers that her and the defendant had an on and off dating relationship since the 8th grade, but they broke up in June 2024. In September, the defendant told the complainant, "Stop talking all that mess before I come to your house and fucking shoot you." The complainant told the officers that right after the incident, the defendant sent her in his lap. The complainant stated the defendant also told one of the complainant's friends that he was going to shoot the complainant.
So what? Tell me about the ag assault. What happened there?
Your Honor, in the ag assault, one moment.
In the criminal mischief, is it with the same complaining witness as well?
The criminal mischief's from a prior event where we had experimented trying a drug and kind of got crazy and broke stuff with it.
Yes, Your Honor. And then for the aggravated
Completely
assault,
unrelated.
it says the complainant and her friends went to a party, and at the party they saw the defendant trying to get in, but was ultimately.
This is the moment everything changes. Allegations are one thing. Corroboration is another. Once a witness backs up a gun being drawn, the legal stakes skyrocket. That's no longer just a heated argument. That's potential prison time.
Turned away, many people were there already. While walking, the complainant ignored the defendant, and the defendant stated, "Are you going to apologize?" And the complainant kept walking. The defendant began cussing at the complainant and said, "I got it on me." And the defendant said the complainant said at that time, the defendant got a pistol from his ankle and pointed it at her. And then witnesses corroborated the complainant's statement.
Bond revoked. That's courtroom language for, you've lost the judge's trust. When a judge revokes bond, it means freedom is no longer the default, custody is. And from here on out, every decision gets harsher.
And Your Honor, there's also a pending terroristic threat out of Galveston as well for the same complaining witness. Yes.
Did you know about this?
I did not know about that.
Do you have an open case in Galveston as well? I think, Mr. Poole, that you are a complete and utter danger to our society. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect Harris County from anyone that does any kind of damage whatsoever. I am now revoking your bonds on both of your other cases. Goes with you. I'm sorry.
This isn't exaggeration, it's a warning. Judges don't talk about decades behind bars unless they're trying to shock someone into reality. One bad decision with a firearm can permanently erase every other future.
As much as I love you, it's unacceptable the way things have been going. And I think that you don't get the message. And now I hope you do. But I am now going to give you home confinement. You're not allowed out if you bond out of jail. I'm going to make your bond sky high. I think that you're a complete and utter danger to everyone. You flaunt our bond conditions. And it truly sad, Mr. Poole, because you have but one life. And when you have a gun and when you start using that, God forbid that you do some irreparable damage, that you dig yourself into a hole where you're looking at 50 to 60 years in prison, perhaps life. 99% of people that are in jail are there because they have no self-control. They either use something, they are on something, and they get upset. They wig out without thinking, if I say this, what's going to happen? If I do this, what's going to happen? It's unacceptable. And now I will do everything, like I said, in my power to protect Harris County. So if you do get out, You must remain home confinement. You're not allowed out. No weapons, no contact with any of the complaining witnesses whatsoever. No dope, no alcohol. Anything else? I mean, what does he do?
He's a student, Judge. He's a high school student. So
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I, he scares me.
understood. And Chip and I are going to put some things together. I think that there's a different scenario really going on than what this reflects in the probable cause statements. And we're going to bring that to the prosecutors.
If you have something that shows me different to what they have, I'm all ears.
Understood.
You know,
And with your permission, Judge, if we'll get some time to put that stuff together, we can perhaps readdress the bond.
yeah, absolutely. And I never want to see a kid lose out on school, you know, because to me, it's the most important thing in life, you know?
Understood. If we do home confinement, can there be an exception to that when he's at school and he just has to report immediately back to his home?
Is he like in high school?
He's a high school student.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, Judge, he's actually currently, because of this situation, doing online school, so he'll be able to do it from home.
Oh, okay, good.
So disregard.
There we go. Are you mom and dad? Come on up, come up.
Come over close.
Thank you so much for coming. Shh. It's out of control. I don't know what else to do. But it seems that when he's out in public and he's out, you know, partying, as they say, there's a wake of trouble. Did you guys know that he has a case in Galveston as well?
No, Your Honor, this is the first time I've heard of that.
Is it currently open?
It's currently open, Your Honor.
Something that the lawyers are also unaware of as well, you know?
We think it's all one event that happened over a few hours. We don't know.
But it's not though. It's not. He's, you know, 12 in December of 23, you know, we have a criminal mischief and evading arrest. Now, a couple months later, we've got Galveston. It's not. And I think that we need to really give him a wake-up call before he really does irreparable damage, you know?
If I could just clarify, the two events here in Harris and the one event in Galveston, we think that was all in the one series of events that happened between football games and a party on a hotel.
We need to figure out what's going on, you know, to figure out why it's continuing to happen. And, you know, I want what's best for your son. I really do. And I will help you in any way that I can. I have to put him in custody today because I have to show him that it's unacceptable what he's doing and picking up these two new cases, especially the fact that he's picked up an aggravated assault. That's, you know, you've got a great lawyer. We'll be here to figure it out with you.
And Judge, he's already addressed the bond on the felony case as well. So he's gone in and addressed it with the felony. We're just
Bond, huh?
understood.
So I'm making your bonds 30,000 each. I don't know if they're going to bond you out, but you know. If you do get out, you better be on your best behavior, and you are not to go anywhere. What I'd like to do is, you know, I'm going to take him in now. I'd like to do an evaluation. It's called a TRAS to see what the best way of going forward. You know, we have clinicians that can sit there and evaluate him, talk to him, figure out what's going on, and you know, perhaps boot camp is the right way. Perhaps, you know, we have these other things that we have at our disposal to see how we go forward. Because I just don't know. I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know what he's doing, what he's taking, you know.
we did already as part of the PTI, and they do want to increase him to what?
Say it again.
They want to increase his level of supervision to Wyman.
Who say that? Felony court?
No, misdemeanor, but this is a part of the PTI. He's already completed the TRS this year, so because of the new law violations and how famous they kind of are, they want him to do one.
Did you hear that?
I did. Judge, again, I think that these probable cause statements are giving a skewed picture of what's
So
really
that's
going
right. Let's not put the cart ahead of the horse. We'll give you time. And then if you see something different, just come back and let me know. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
If you need anything, always come back. We're here. We'll help you out in any way that we can. And sometimes some kids are harder to reach, but we'll do everything on our power to reach them one way or the other. So we got you. Okay. We'll take care of the other. Okay. All right. He goes with you. Oh yeah. I'm going to do a mow-up. So hold on, Stephen, hold on. Mr. Poole, I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies SM as a protected individual. You're not to commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where the person works. If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a violation of protective order, and you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond. Zero bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person of Harris County. Do you understand, Mr. Poole? Okay. All right. We'll have him sign it, and then.
Judge, I just.
Yes, sorry.
I hate for-
Do you know that they are 100?
It's on to him.
Do you know that they're 100% going to? What do you want?
I don't know. I understand the benefit of expressing gravity to him, of having him go into custody and have to bond out, get processed through the jail, spend the night in jail.
How much you think? That I'm not going to do. I think that's all right. All right. Good morning, Mr. Basie. Do you have a lawyer today? What are you doing about that? What are you doing about that?
Like the first time I came, I tried to get your attention, but you was already talking to somebody to let you know that I ain't got that type of money for a lawyer.
Did you talk to any lawyers?
I tried, but they all like five. I ain't got that type of money.
How many lawyers did you talk to?
I called through of them.
A few. A few is two. Several is three. Couples two. Several is three. How many did you talk to? What do you do for a living?
I was working.
So what are you doing now? You're not still not. Are you working now? Why not? When is the last time you've had a full-time job? You've never had a full-time job?
The job I had paid on the table.
You were doing what?
I had paid under the table.
How old are you?
34.
You're 34 and you've never had a full-time job? Did you graduate from high school? So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life, Mr. Basie? And why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you do nothing all day? How is that fair? Why do I have to pay for your lawyer? Are you high right now? So tell me, how is it fair that you get to sit at home, play Xbox all day, and everybody here gets to pay for your lawyer? Why is that fair? So what do you do all day, every day? Mr. Basie, I'm making it a condition of your bond that you get a full-time job. And I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well. But I don't understand why the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you do nothing all day. It's not cool. And let me tell you something else, Mr. Basie. Life will go by like this. And if you have no income, if you have no education, you're going to be 65, 7-year-old, not without a dime to your pocket, begging to get money just for McDonald's, just to get Burger King. You have this aura of arrogance, of like, yeah, this unfounded sense of entitlement when you've never had a full-time job. I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. I'm going to send you down. You're to come right back. If you fail to take the drug test, or if you don't fail to come back, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to make you high. Do you understand? Not only that, but I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you've done to get a job. Take a seat for me.
Cabrera, page 6.
What?
Cabrera, page 6.
Good morning, Mr. Cabrera. Do you have a lawyer today?
Sir,
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I talked to some lawyers, and due to the stipulations of the bond, I had to move out of the house that I was living in because I was right next door to the complainant. I moved into a halfway house, lost my job, ran through the rest of my money, paying $225 a week. I'm looking for a job, and right now I'm living in the streets.
When is the last time you've had a job?
A month,
Doing what?
landscaping.
Why'd you stop?
I got fired.
For what? It's a landscaping job. How can you get fired for landscape?
I don't know Spanish, and man, it's a big old deal.
You have a prior theft, possession of marijuana, delivery, burglary of a motor vehicle, burglary of a motor vehicle, burglary of a motor vehicle, delivery, theft, PCS, trespass, unauthorized use, theft, assault, and now this. How many court-appointed lawyers have you had on all of those cases, Mr. Cabrera?
Too many.
Have you had a court-appointed lawyer on every single one of those cases? It's time for you to get a job. I'm now making that a condition of your bond. You need to get a job. Nothing is beneath you. It doesn't matter if it's working at a fast food place. A job is a job and you need one. And I'm now making that a condition of your bond. And I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks to see what you have done to get a job. And if you've done nothing, life will not be going well for you. Do you understand? And me. But it's time for you to do something worthwhile in this life. Why don't you go to a trade school? Why don't you learn a habit like welding, pipe fitting, doing something where you can really earn a living instead of being on the street doing nothing?
I have a mental disability. It interferes with my work. I've had over 40, 50 jobs since I was 17.
Here's what we're going to do.
Job over.
Here's what we're going to do, Mr. Cabrera. Can you give him a flyer to the Fresh Start thing, please? And then we're going to give one of those to Mr. Basie as well. We have a Fresh Start program that is on November 4th, where there are going to be employers there looking for people to give jobs. I want you to go to this thing, and I'm going to be there too. And we're going to see about what they can do, because they're going to be hopefully handing jobs out left and right. You need to be to this thing. Do you understand? date is it again?
November 9th.
November 9th. You know, what we need to do is we need to now make a list because this is probably like the fourth or fifth person that we've told to come to this fresh start. So, and I don't want to forget who it is. So let's.
I had a judge.
Did you, the other ones as well, or no?
Just the two from today.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll start making a list. I'm gonna go by. Here's the other thing I'm gonna do, Mr. Cabrera. I'm gonna send you for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Good. If you are, that'll make me very, very happy. But otherwise, I'll have you fill out an application. I'm gonna send you now for a drug test. And then I'm going to send you now for a drug test. You're to come right back. If you fail to take the drug test, if you fail to come back, it's not gonna go well. Do you understand?
I'm telling you, I'm dirty right now.
Take a seat. We're gonna see.
Cabrera. Go ahead and sign.